NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we get a Thursday night primetime showdown between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So amidst the food and family gatherings, there's one more football game to be played, and we're away on Thanksgiving night. Marvin Mims now to return it. He's brought down just inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
His first throw is an interception. And the Steelers, they're off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. I gotta imagine facing a defense in the bottom half of the league had these guys excited, Brock, but cue the old record scratch sound effect as that defense forces an opening drive turnover.
Yeah, just a reminder for this quarterback that decision-making each and every week is at a premium, and don't look at the stats. Study your opponent.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Bronco 80.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
On the set.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches.
Here we go. Set. Ready, right?
They'll give up the gut to Bigsby. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, go.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Has it in close. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. I know it's early, Brock, but that felt kind of big. A lot of momentum generated from that turnover was about to disappear if they didn't convert.
Yeah, there actually is some pressure on this opening series to score. I know pressure's a privilege, but that turnover gave them some early momentum, but it won't just disappear if they'll fail to score. It will actually head to that other sidelines.
Bigsby can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Tag. Cougars.
Quick throw left side, complete. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. On the return, here's Mims. This makes it up to the 25. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
still to go here. This is second down. They've got a man in motion. Nix from the gun. Throw left side, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happens.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. To the left. He's got Arroyo. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike block as he's sent out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Taking a shot deep here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. When that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Nix to throw again. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make the defense pay.
That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. They'll throw again. Nix. Hits his running back. And they get this down to the 28.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Once more, it's Nix. Short pass brought in. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. That's a pickup of 9. And it's going to be 1st down Denver. Throwing again. Here's Nix. Now they'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely. Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Third and long for him here. Chased out to his right. Pass is caught by Horton. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
I'll say this, Kate. This quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Pass now to kick this away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19 targets. Ready.
They'll throw to start the drive. Complete to his back. Tank Bigsby. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
Here's a throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
I'll throw it. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
So 1st down from the 41.
Go! Cowboy 8, Cougar 19.
From the gun, it's a get to Bigsby. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
2nd down pass play coming. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Come on, come on. Set.
To the air on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's 3rd down.
Got it. Ready?
This is our last play of the quarter.
Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
They're going for this. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That'll be the end of one here in our Thanksgiving night game. 7-3 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break.
On the ready.
2nd quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Well, the president nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. go. Start. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Sticking to the air here. It is caught left side. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
19, 18.
He's going to throw it again. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Not on the same page with his tight end. So second down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Ready, ready.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, second and 10.
Ready. Cougar 19. Ready.
They are throwing it again. Cut near the goal line. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, accurately?
And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Steelers now lead by 10. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers drive their lead to 11. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Escapes the pocket. That one's out to the sideline. He's got it inbounds. Nice toe drag there, but we do have a flag on the play. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now first and 20. Shotgun snap to Nix. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Big gain downfield. And he gets this down near the 30.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Massive hits. The ball's out. And the Steelers get to it. So they steal away possession and add some extra yards for their offense after that fumble return.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, first and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's second down coming up. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. Third down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Let's go now.
Throw here, third down. Oh, it's an interception! And the Broncos are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield.
It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. Accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. Ready.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. He gets 16 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
This one falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a loss of 14. Brings up 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's go. Ready, go.
Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Following the false start penalty, here's 3rd down and longer.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco 80. Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He throws a bullet deep to the into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that, and he's there for the interception. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, they've still got the lead, Brock, but they've been unable to find any separation, and now a couple of drives in a row have ended with interceptions.
Might not have cost them the lead quite yet, Kate, but you just know this offensively. You just continue to make mistakes, errors, turnovers. You give your opponent life. That's not the place you want to be.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Set. Ready.
Nicks from the gun. Makes the catch. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
Nicks, quick out wide, complete. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Bass on for the extra point. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Makes the score. Broncos 16. Steelers 14.
Bass now to kick this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 37-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
18 Cardinal,
They run it again with Bigsby. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More Thursday night primetime football in just a moment. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Throwing now on 1st down. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Cowboy 80.
Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. He's still going at the 30. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Bronco.
Still sticking with the passing game. Looking slant route, complete. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Steelers have a 1st down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
On in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Throwing it again here. And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers get some late points and the lead. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. There's the fake. Here's Nix. He puts a man under it deep down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they face 2nd down. Now Nix. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. And it's incomplete, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
His return's going to leave him enough time for 2, maybe even 3 plays before the half. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Shotgun give now to Bigsby. He stopped after picking up 9, so they've set up well here with 2nd and 1. The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Cut out left. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Okay, ready.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it's going to be 2nd down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player, and now as a coach, please don't do that again.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
Bass now to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Hurry up and get your muscle up. We got the plyometric. Ran up by the Lux when that's up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet with the diabetic.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Come on. Set.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle, they showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's second down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off a defense at any time.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10.
Here we go. 60 Eagle. 19 Tiger. 19.
Carry here for Bigsby. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Okay, break. Let's go now.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Ready?
They're going to try and throw it here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And that'll bring up second down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Throwing again on second and 10. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
From the red zone on first. That one's complete over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Let's go. Ready?
They are throwing it again. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And this one's recovered by the Broncos. So just like that, Bronco, very nice drive. Ends in a whimper from that offense. And a real roar from the defense who get off the field by recovering that fumble.
Yeah, that defense was just getting walked backwards, and one of them finally said, enough is enough. And I'll tell you, the way they were moving the football offensively, I think you felt it, I felt it. The touchdown was coming, but that defense responded.
It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers, toss them with tight ends, but when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Broncos first down. They'll throw again. Nix hits him on the out route. Running to the right. And he's finally hauled down at the 12.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
This one's caught. The stop is made after a gain of 6. That's going to make it 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Nix to throw again. Headed out right. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Elijah Arroyo, the target on that throw. It's 2nd and goal.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Here's a look for Nix. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
Dude, that is just a terrific effort defensively, and now really sets you up. I don't think this offense can run it. Not after getting knocked backward on 2nd down.
Now from back at the 7. Here's 3rd and goal. They send a man in motion. 3rd and goal. Here's Nix. Brings it in. And he's close, Brock, but it looks like he's out just a little bit short. A good efforts, but now they've got a choice to make on 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
Less than a yard, all that's needed on 4th and goal. Putting a receiver in motion. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Bronco leading.
This is Bigsby. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
I can safely say, Kate, that's exactly what you want offensively. Exactly what you want to do to get out of the shadow of your own goal line. Get a good push. Get a good gain. Get some positive yards. Job well done.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
2nd down pass play coming. Fits it through the middle. And he will take this all the way up near midfield.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll throw it here on 1st. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. It sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. They'll run this with Bigsby. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the
1st down from the 42. Throwing off the play fake. Completed to his running back. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly, as a check down outlet on short throws.
Handoff here for Bigsby. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the third quarter. They pick up a yard. Still need one more, though. Third down coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He has the first over the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. First and 10 from the 32.
Chop 60, chop 60.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Okay, ready?
So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. Pass play coming here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
70, Warriors 70, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throwing to the back of the end zone. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Steelers lead by 15 now.
Broncos 16.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Has this at the 6. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Trying to finalize Arroyo. So it'll be 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. It's everything he has under this one. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, defeats on 3rd down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. That is incomplete. He keeps feeding it to his back, but this one, a rare miss. That's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Running right is Bigsby. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers grow the lead now to 22 points. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. On the return, here's Mims. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Broncos take over first down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got first and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Steelers take over on his 5th interception of the season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
On the jump.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
60. 60. Ready.
Back to throw. This is a heater going deep. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either. Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He dodged the tackle, and he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. They connect on the deep shot. That one goes for 31 yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Nix now on 1st and 10. He's going deep this time. And that's incomplete. He had the touchdown, but just couldn't finish off the catch, and a potential 6 points comes off the board. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down, after check down, after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Offense in a hurry up here.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Desperation time here on fourth. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
Liking 18. Liking 18.
On the give, it's Bigsby. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. He gets 6 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Broncos take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they offer the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Broncos trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throw here, 3rd down. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard. I'll be the pace here as the clock continues to run.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Desperation time here. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. And they are sent off the field. He had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. It's a 29-yard gain. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
Ready.
1st down, and they go right back to it. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
3. Brings up
Here we
2nd
go.
and 7.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's taken down at the 30. And that play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Ready.
They're going to pass it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they could check that box.
After the sack could really use a big play here on second down. It's 2nd and 15. Now looking to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Now it's Bigsby. Well, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be 4th and very long.
Fair or unfair, I sit in a little bit of a judgment seat next to you up here, Cade. I got to judge that one. That tells me that coach trusts his defense more than he does his offense in that situation.